Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and I only have a few things for you today. All of these, or most of these, are bodice pieces, and like I always say, whenever I'm selling anything from the bodice, it's usually the most difficult piece of the wedding gown to work with. More times than not, the stitches that hold the beads on or go all the way through the satin, so you'll have to cut around to use the pieces. So with that being said, I'm also going to put a link down below to Liz Benavides' video that she did explaining how she cuts up a bodice and how she glues the pieces and what have you. It's a very good video, so check her out. Up first is Lot R. This is a 4-piece set from the bodice. The bodice, the wedding dress itself was pink. I don't know if the camera's picking up the pink color. Maybe if I turn this off, that might help. Oh, I'm not sure. But anyway, the satin in the back is pink. The appliques themselves are white with pearl beads and iridescent sequins. And you can see how it's catching the light. There are 2 pieces like this, and I'll come in close on the bodice, the front piece. 2 pieces like this. These came off of the sleeves, and these have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 appliques a piece on them. The bodice back piece with all the pink satin covered buttons going all the way down, and there's appliques along there, all along the back. And then the 4th piece is the bodice front, and this is the most heavily beaded, and I'm going to come down so you can see this one. Like I said, the satin is pink, but the appliques themselves are white, so if you cut around them, you're going to still get that pink hue showing through the appliques on this one. You can see they're embroidered appliques on here. There are round pearl beads and there are rice beads on here. All the way across the top. There's this beautiful flower, heavily beaded flower in the center here. And then appliques going down both sides. And then there's this gorgeous medallion at the bottom that's heavily beaded. And you've got some teardrop pearls, large teardrop pearls at the bottom there. So that is Lot U, a 4-piece bodice set. I am asking $12 for this set, and I have actually 2 of this. I had two dresses just like this. Lot S are train pieces. This is a 5-piece set. Let me come out first. I can't remember if these are all from the same dress or not. Actually, I think they are. This is cream. It has large clear sequins and pearl beads on it. This first piece measures, it's pretty large, about 20 inches by about 14 inches. And you can see let me come in so you can see the detail on the appliques on this one. There, you see those large sequins on here. Yeah, this is just like the bodice. The stitching goes through the satin, so you'll have to cut around the appliques, or you will lose the majority of your beads and sequins. So that's the first piece in this set. Here's another piece that has a couple of appliques and a small medallion on it. You'll get 2 of this piece here that has 1, 2, 3 appliques on it. These are embroidered appliques. Yeah, this is all from the same dress. And then a large panel, let me come out, for this one that is on tulle. This one, the majority of it you'll be able to get off of the satin. There might be one or two places where you'll have to glue a stitch, but this measures 22 inches by about 12 inches, and that's what that one looks like. So this 5-piece set, Lot S, I am asking $12 for this one as well, and I only have one of this one. The next 3 lots are all from a dress that was pure silk. This first lot, Lot T, are the 2 sleeve panels. This is a cream color, fairly heavily beaded. You have all these roses all over it with leaves around them, and they're all beaded. And then it comes down to the bottom, and you've got this heavily beaded, like a border piece at the bottom, and the buttons, the satin covered buttons on, actually silk covered buttons. This is all silk. It's a very thick material. I'm going to warn you about that up front. The person I bought this dress from, I think she described the material as bulletproof material, because it is thick. This thing weighed a ton. I can't imagine walking all day long in something like this. This is the very bottom part with like the trim, and this is what the roses look like, and you'd have to cut around those. And there's a whole bunch of them. And then at the top you have that trim again along the top. So Lot T is the pair of sleeves. I am asking $6 for the pair, and I only have one pair. Lot U is the back panel from this dress. It has that same, let me just pan, you can see all the roses on this one with the edge down here. It has the silk covered buttons. There are, did I count? 29 buttons coming down here that you can use. And then the same as with the sleeves, you have this fairly heavily beaded trim at the top, and then all of your roses. So that is Lot U, the back panel. I am asking $5 for this, and I only have one, obviously. And then the front of this dress is heavily beaded. You can see, I'm going to pan down, it is covered with more heavily beaded roses on the front. There's that trim along the front collar or neckline, and all of your heavily beaded roses. Look at the beadwork on that. These are some fairly large beads on here too. And look at that gorgeous one at the bottom there. So that is Lot V, the front panel, and I'm asking $8 for this one. If you are interested in any of these lots, as always, the instructions on how to order are in the description box below. I ask that you please send me an email rather than comment below, because it's much easier for me to respond to you right away if it's by email, and 2, it's easier for me to keep track of which orders come in first if it comes in through email. And that's all I have for today. My challenge, my January Back to Challenge, crafting challenge is still going on. I thank everybody who has participated thus far. I really appreciate seeing your projects. I'm going to have more coming up this weekend. Probably, well, definitely more wedding dress stuff. And I think I'm going to do some crochet trims this weekend. I have quite a bit of that up on my shelf right now. But that's all for today. I will see you again this weekend. Bye for now.